Like every other first time mom out there, you may have asked yourself this question over and over again. How do I navigate this phase of my life? Well, today I'm going to be sharing with you 10 things you need to know as a first time mom. And if you stay to the end, I have a bonus tip for you, just for you. So let's get right into it. Number one, I knew you was born the moment you had your child. At this point, you are no longer pregnant. You have welcomed your baby into the world. So you're no longer thinking about when you were pregnant. At this point, your mind is actually reflecting on the fact that you just welcomed your child. A new you was born the moment you had your baby. It's just like being born again. A new identity comes into your life, comes into the space of your personality. So accepting and knowing that you are actually born alongside that baby means a whole lot. So you need to know. Two, it's natural for your baby to cry. As a first time mom, you need to understand that it's only natural for your baby to cry. That's the best way that your baby can communicate with you to get your attention. And this is normal for the first 2 to 4 weeks of your baby's life. So please, you need to understand and know that it's natural for your baby to cry. It's not out of place, because just imagine your baby saying, "Hey mom, I need to see you," or "I need your attention." That would be weird, right? Well, that's the second tip I have for you. It's only natural for your baby to cry. Your sleep routine will change, especially for the first 2 to 4 weeks of your baby's life. At the first few weeks of your baby's life, 2 to 4 weeks, they hardly sleep at night. Your sleep routine is definitely going to change. And most first-time moms get overwhelmed by this because it's a new experience. You didn't expect that a baby will not want to sleep, especially at night, especially when you're tired and drained out and you just need to rest. But I just want you to know that it's normal for your baby to cry at least within the next 2 to 4 weeks of their life, and your sleep routine will definitely not be the same. So you need to make some adjustments. 4, there's this supernatural connection that a mother shares with her child right from the womb. And even when your baby comes out, there's this connection you have with your child. It's sometimes unexplainable because you know every single move. You understand the wordless communications of your child, of your baby. Every gesture, you know, every action, you know, everything that your baby does. You understand your child so much. And it's a thing with moms. As a first time mom, you will just automatically know what to do with your child, and you also get to know when your child is in trouble or when your child is happy. And that goes a long way because it's something that only moms can actually feel. You just know what your child is doing per time. It's more like they communicate with you silently, and that feeling is so amazing, especially if it comes unexpected. It's so amazing when you see your child smile at you. It could actually mean that they're happy with you. When you see your child in discomfort, you know exactly what is going on. Number 5, this is something that some people will definitely argue about, but I'm telling you this because I tried it and it worked. Exclusive breastfeeding is good for your baby. Even if you can't go the period of 6 months, you can try 4 to 5 months. It's going to go a long way. This does not just help you as the mother bond with your child, but it also helps take away the possibilities of sicknesses or diseases that could come from other sources of food, because your baby will only consume what you take inside of you. And as much as you're eating healthy, as much as you're feeding healthy, that is what your baby is consuming. So you can always trace what goes into your baby. And also, aside that, it also helps you burn fat. One of the ways to get rid of your pregnancy fat, your belly fat, is exclusive breastfeeding. It's a sure way to lose excess fat. I can assure you of that. So please, exclusive breastfeeding is good. I'm campaigning for you to go ahead with exclusive breastfeeding. It's going to go a long way. Some people will suggest otherwise, but as long as you can produce breast milk, as long as you're healthy and strong to do that, then why not? At least for a little while before you introduce your baby to solids. It's going to go a long way. If you've watched this video to this point, I believe that you're enjoying this content and that you're getting value already. So I'd like to encourage you to kindly like this video by giving this video a thumbs up. Also, subscribe to this channel by clicking on the subscription button to become a part of this community, and then you also get to have access to every video that I put online. Then turn on your notification bells to get notified every time I make a post as a part of this community. You don't want to miss any gist at all, but I can assure you that you will get value for being a part of this community. So I also remember that I said I was going to share a bonus tip. I would like us to go right back into the video now. I will share the bonus tip while we are in. It's going to get to a point where you feel so overwhelmed and tired. Yes, this whole process, being a first-time mom, it could be really overwhelming and tiring, especially when you've had a lot to do in the day, when you had less sleep at night, and then you have to continue that routine for a week, a month, 2 months, thereabouts. And even if you don't have a very good supportive system, well, it's going to be overwhelming and tiring. But then you just have to stay positive. You have to stay motivated. You have to surround yourself with people and resources that will keep you motivated and help you know that this is only for a matter of time. It's going to be a phase and it's going to pass. While you're at it, you have to make the most of it. And most importantly, you don't want to get drained in the whole process. So it's going to get overwhelming. It's going to get tiring. It's a natural process because your body will definitely respond to stress. But it's only a phase and you're going to come out of it strong. I so much believe. Tip number 7. This is actually quite funny, but I want you to know that there's every possibility, every likelihood that your life and family will turn to focus on the baby. So the baby gets the attention most of the time, and it's natural. Even for you personally, you find that everything you're thinking about, everything you're doing, every action you're taking is towards that child. Likewise, the family. Your budget, your plans, everything is centered around that child, and there's a possibility of just forgetting yourself in the whole process. But I think I would say that you should always have the picture of what you want to do while this phase is ongoing, and at the end of it there's a possibility of that happening. But don't mothers are not selfish, so you'll find yourself willing to sacrifice, willing to give, willing to just let the attention flow. But I think I'll say that it's natural and you get over it, and at the end of the day the tables will turn and you get the attention back again. So the baby is the center of attention at the moment. Tip number 8. So I want you to know that your baby needs you to be strong enough and healthy to be able to take care of him or her. Your baby cannot take care of herself, and you are the mother, and you are the one your child depends on. So you need to take care of your health. You need to be strong psychologically, physically, emotionally to be able to take care of your child. And this is going to be a task upon yourself. You just have to do it, because if you're not strong, if you're not healthy, if your mind is shattered, if your mind is polluted, you could end up hurting your child, and I know that you would not want to do that. This is something that leads to a state of depression or postpartum syndrome for most mothers. So you need to be strong. You don't want to fall into that phase. You don't want to get to that place in your life where your child cannot depend on you, or you become a threat to your child. So you need to be strong. You need to stay motivated. You need to stay positive. You need to pray. You need to just ask God for strength. It's a lot to take in. It's a very, very tough phase at some point. if you don't get a good support system, or if you don't have people around you that can support you. So you have to support yourself. You have to reach out to the right people that can help you build your mind and help you stay focused. It's going to go a long way. That child, that innocent child, depends on you solely. So you have to be that super mom, that superhero that can help that child thrive. Okay? Yeah, you can do. Number 9. This is something that happens almost immediately, or should I say, immediately you welcome your child. Your routine changes, your sleep routine, your eating habits, your bathing routine, your spending routine, or your shopping habits. Everything changes. Talk about when you want to take a shower and the baby begins to cry, and you're like, he was asleep 10 minutes ago, or I just fed this child. Well, things like that could happen sporadically. Or talk about when you go for a shopping and then you're like, my baby needs this, my baby needs that. And then by the end of the day, you've spent 70% of the cash on what you're supposed to. Instead of getting something for yourself, you're getting most of the items for your child, and it's just that motherly feeling, that motherly nature. But you have to work on your budget, you have to work on planning, you have to work on developing some new levels or some new sets of routines to fit into this new lifestyle, this new status that you're in. Yes, because I can tell you that it's not going to be straightforward. It's not going to be like the way it used to be. You definitely need to make some changes. You need to make some adjustments. The family needs to make some adjustments in order for you to move forward. I just needed you to know that it's important, and that's motherhood. Number 10. You're going to find yourself most of the time surfing the internet for resources that can help you through your journey, like this one you're currently watching, and it's absolutely normal. You are curious, you want to satisfy your curiosity, you want to know if you're doing things right, you want to know what to expect, you want to know what the next phase of your baby's life will be, you want to know what milestone your baby will reach next, when will your baby crawl, when will your baby sit, when will your baby walk, what should your baby eat, and stuff like that. So it's actually normal. I've been there and I've done that. I had so many resources that I was open to. One of them that helped me so much was first cry parenting. So it's actually normal for you to find yourself being curious at this phase, and with time you get to understand that you already know, you're actually used to this whole process, and you know what to do per time. And you also find yourself being inquisitive to ask questions from people that have gone ahead of you, and there'll be so many suggestions. So one thing you have to do is filter the information that comes to you. You have to be careful with what you allow in. You have to be careful with what you open yourself to and what you open your child to. It's really important. It's my bonus tip for you. I want you to know that you're not the only one currently going through this phase. Right now, there are so many mothers out there going through this phase as you are. So I just want you to understand that. And I also want you to know that I am rooting for you. I am your cheerleader, and I'm telling you that, baby girl, you're doing a good job. You're strong, you're determined, and I can see that you're making progress. So believe in yourself, believe in the process, and just believe that it's only a matter of time. And because you love yourself, because you love your child, you're willing to make this work. So, girl, thumbs up to you. I wish you all the best. And please, if you're still watching this video, please remember to subscribe to this channel. I believe that you will get more value as long as you stay tuned with us.